All right, here we are. We're running. We're officially recording. I should have said that. That's what I usually say, and I just fucking hit my desk. This is episode 34 of the Whiskey and Root Beer podcast. I'm here today with Mr. Croissant, as usual. Oh, that's not the right camera, but look at the Valentina sauce at the bottom. And there he is. Yeah, I went to the wrong thing. I keep forgetting because I was pressing all three of them last time when Couton was here.
It's all that cocaine.
Talk what?
Said it's all that cocaine.
Yeah, if nobody's ever watched the movie Red Heat,
It's terrible.
I,
But
I,
it's a
I
fun,
enjoyed
terrible
it.
movie.
Yeah, it's one of those weird buddy cop movies, but instead of it being like a white and a black dude or something, or like, well, I don't know what other buddy cop movies
it's
there
an
are really.
Austrian pretending to be Russian with John Belushi. No, it's Jim Belushi.
Jim Belushi. Yeah.
John's the SNL one.
Yeah, it was a interesting movie. I mean, I like the old school dialogue they had in there. Like, I can't remember that one line that dude said. No, not that.
Oh, the other line?
The one where he was like, they were in a shootout somewhere in the police station, and fuck, I forget what he says, but it was something just so outrageously random. So we both just like busted out laughing. But I was like, fuck, that's a good saying. I can't remember it though.
There's a bunch of stereotypical language that wouldn't fly today.
Yeah, and that was definitely a case.
Oh,
of that.
remember when those fucking dudes roll up in the parking garage? And
What?
he's like, "Oh, we got a whole basketball team
Oh,
coming
yeah,
after us."
It's like five black dudes just standing there, 5 or 6, and it's like, oh, there's a whole basketball team standing over there or something like that. That was
fuck.
pretty good. I didn't expect that. That came out of nowhere. Yeah, I mean it's some old school knowledge, or not knowledge. Well, I guess that too, but old school terminology and wording. But
It
I
came
mean,
out like 88,
I think it was 88.
so basically everything that they said or did in that movie. God damn.
There should be some good.
Yeah, it wouldn't fly today.
Yeah, no, that definitely wouldn't. But it was an interesting movie.
It was an entertaining
I
90 minutes.
yeah,
It wasn't good by any stretch.
it wasn't. It was like I said, it was a buddy cop movie, but it was
I think it is considered a buddy cop film.
because it was like it's always somebody who's like
There's
police,
always the
and then
cop that's on edge,
yeah.
and he just wants to beat the shit out of people, and then the other cop that's like reserved.
I guess yeah, they were both cops actually.
Yeah.
Because usually when I think of the buddy cop movie, I think of like what First 24 or something like that, or
I just think of Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon. Yeah, they're both cops in that. I think I've only seen the first Lethal Weapon though. So, but there's 4 of them.
Yeah.
Fuck.
They're all good
Well, that's
for
actually good
when
to
they
hear.
came out. The fourth one's fucking awesome just because it has Jet Li.
Whoa. I didn't know that. I might have to watch them.
Yeah, and Joe Pesci's in it, and he goes on a lot of diatribes. Chris Rock's in it.
Damn. Back when you had to have that funny black dude, you either got Chris Tucker or Chris Rock, I guess. I don't know. Never really listened to Chris Rock. I don't know how funny he is.
Chris Rock is fucking hilarious.
All right, well then that.
Chris Rock is a comedic genius. That dude is so fucking funny.
Wait, wasn't he the one that was? Oh, you didn't watch King of Hill like that. Fuck.
Yeah,
But he was-
he's the one. I know what episode you're talking about because I have seen that one.
The anger
The one-
rehab.
The one where Bobby tries to do stand up, and it's got Chris Rock as like his coach or some shit.
No.
Maybe it's a different
The one where
episode.
Bobby.
Chris
does-
Rock is in an episode though. I know
Yeah,
that.
he's Hank Hill's like anger management coach. He has to go to like a class to manage his anger.
Yeah.
And
And
then
Chris Rock's his anger.
Chris
I remember.
Rock is the guy on stage. I think maybe Bobby.
I remember
did
that
do some
episode
comedy with
being
that.
on.
Because I was also
Chris Rock definitely has a distinctive voice. You can totally tell that's him.
Oh, absolutely. Because I was also thinking of the one where Bobby tries theater, and but that's not the same one. But yeah, I think you're right because Bobby does try to do comedy. I think it was the same episode we're talking about. But yeah, it's also the anger management thing because he actually, well, he didn't he didn't voice the character after that. I don't think. Well, not too long after that. because then Hank gets him a job at Strickland Propane. So he's kind of a recurring character after a bit, which is kind of interesting. But Chris Rock doesn't voice him anymore. It's some other coarse
Oh, it's the same
voice.
character but a different voice.
Yeah, I think they did that for a couple of people. I think the Danny Trejo's character, well, maybe he voiced him the whole time. Because Danny Trejo's character pops up a lot. Kind of looks like him when I think about it, too. But, I think, I don't know, they had so many celebrity cameos in King of the Hill. It was actually pretty crazy. That's why it's one of my favorite shows. Because it's just like life, and they actually brought celebrities in to do, I mean, they had Randy Travis. They had Chuck Mangione, Chris Rock, Snoop Dogg. Who else?
Isn't Willie Nelson in an episode?
Willie Nelson. They actually had the ex-governor of Texas in one of them. I forget her name. But damn, dude, they had so many celebrities in there, and they just kind of fit in because, oh yeah, they had Dusty Hill, Hank's cousin. That was crazy.
Doesn't Tom Petty do the like?
Oh,
the
he
voice
was Lucky.
of Lucky.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, dude, so many celebrities, fucking stacked. They had so many celebrities in there, and some of them played kind of themselves. Some of them played these characters. Whenever I heard Snoop Dogg voice the pimp and his name was Alabaster, I busted out laughing because I was like, it's a white dude. And he just talks so slow, but it's Snoop Dogg's voice and the way Hank says Alabaster, and it's just like every time he gets mad at him or something. It's just, I don't know. It's one of the best shows I think of all time, especially when you grow up and you can appreciate it more of the life likeness instead of it just being like some cartoon, I guess, like most other things are on TV. They don't really make anything like King of the Hill though. It's always something that's kind of outlandish, something that's poorly drawn.
That's because King of the Hill is like a grounded in reality animated sitcom, and like the only other animated sitcoms I can think of, like in that kind of vein where it's like it's about or centered around a family is The Simpsons, Family Guy.
I was about to say F is for Family. That popped up in my head.
F is for Family is, yeah. But those are like very cartoony looking.
Yeah. Meanwhile, King of the Hill is, like you said,
it's basically like American anime. Because, like, you know how, like, well, I guess, like, the mature ones, like Full Metal Alchemist and Cowboy Bebop, while they're very cartoony and proportionate, they're realistic
for their
enough.
Setting. Yeah.
Like, they have a sense of realism to their animation
Definitely
style.
have a good sense of realism in those.
That, I can't think of any other American cartoon or animated show that is realistic like that. Not off the top of my head.
I couldn't either. That's why I'm like, but you're right that those, like Full Metal Alchemist and Cowboy Bebop, they have this sense of realism. They're grounded in their own fantasy, to where it's nothing. Well, it's crazy shit happening.
There's that look and style to the animation that isn't just overly exaggerated and like cartoony. But yeah, I don't think anything else like King of the Hill will happen again. I mean, if you just look at like how animation's gone, like in general, over the last, at least from a Western standpoint,
kind of late. Like, Western animation's lazy.
10, 15 years.
They draw, dude, like the characters they draw in these things nowadays. They're like Ham Banana from Aqua Teen Hunger Force looking things most of the time. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, I mean, I can't really call out these shows because I've never really seen them. But like BoJack Horseman's all right. I mean, I know
BoJack Horseman is fucking amazing.
I hear it's funny, but it's like,
oh, it is. It's fucking depressing. It is. Fuck. It is. It's got such a funny, like, I guess you could say, mask, but like underneath, like the underlying tones and like theme of BoJack is not happy. It's not funny. There's a lot of funny shit that happens. There's a lot of absolutely funny shit that happened.
To the horse?
Well, just in the show in general.
Oh.
It's very heavy on like wordplay and little nuance. Just like, did you ever watch? I don't think you watched Arrested Development, did you?
No, I didn't.
It's kind of like a animated version of that. There's like a lot of shit that just like if you blink you'll miss. But the underlying themes of BoJack is sad.
Well, fuck. I mean, I have been wanting to watch it. I remember when it came out, I was like, I'll give it a couple seasons. I'll try to check it out. But
it's great.
You know, I don't really watch too much TV, so I just end up playing my video games and going out to the bars. That's life.
That's life.
I think it's better. It sounds better than BoJack Horseman's life, I guess, though. Is that his name?
BoJack Horseman, yeah. So the realm that it takes place in, there's like anthropomorphic animals and humans like living in conjunction, and it's just like expected. It's just like how it is. Like, did you ever watch? You probably never watched Ugly Americans, did you?
That sounds familiar, but I don't think I did.
Show on Comedy Central, and it's very outlandish and over the top. But there's like demons and succubi and like mythical creatures.
Sounds like Alex Jones's favorite place.
Live.
Oh no!
Like, his best friend's a zombie.
I've seen this picture though. This first one.
That shit's fucking funny. But yeah, it's kind of like that realm. Like, you know, there's just non-real entities or humanoids just living in society, and that's just like how their world is. That shit's good.
Well, shit. What other animations? Because you're the expert on this right now.
I really love cartoons.
It's like I just called. I was at the fucking pawn shop, and I was like, let me phone an expert. And you just came in and started talking about some DVD box set. I don't know, but
sounds about right.
So what's your favorite like animated show? I guess
Futurama.
That's a good one.
Futurama's my favorite show of all time.
That one's gone on for. How do you feel about that? Them renewing it again?
I think
they're bringing it back.
They should just let it die.
Because I've only seen.
Because I remember the first time they rebooted it, the very first fucking episode was like. It's like watching the first episode of Black Mirror. It's just like so out of place, and like the first episode with the V-chip. There's just like a lot of humor and stuff that like wasn't Futurama. It's like they were trying to do some like Family Guy shit.
Is it the same creators and writers?
No. Seth MacFarlane created Family Guy. Matt Groening and David X. Cohen created.
Well, yeah, I meant like the people who are continuing Futurama. Are they?
Oh, I'm assuming that Matt's probably producing it. If not, David probably is. I haven't looked. I haven't even, because I think they rebooted it like a year or two ago.
Yeah, they did.
I don't think I've seen that season yet.
Me neither. Because I've only seen maybe the first original run. Most of that, I don't think I've seen all of it. And then I didn't even know they had canceled it. And then I just heard about it coming back.
It just got canceled like that.
But didn't they already have, when it first ended, wasn't there already an ending to it?
Yeah, they had pretty much like tied it. Like there was still like a lot of loose ends. And it kind of just like, you know, it's like, oh, guess what? Fox wants to cancel another good show.
Sounds about right.
So, and then it came back, and that, like, the very first episode of that first reboot sucks. And then, like, that's pretty much, like, the weakest episode. And then everything, like, in that first initial reboot was good. And then they should have just left it there.
Sounds like they put out that first episode and they were like, yeah, this one.
They did movies too. There's like,
oh shit,
really? There's 4 different movies that
what
they eventually split into like 30-minute episodes when they went to air. But yeah, there's
the old Dragon Ball.
And the movies are fucking great.
I didn't even know they had movies.
Oh, I have those on DVD.
Oh, I believe you do.
I'll let you borrow those.
You know, I think
you
it's
gotta
about,
watch them. They're fucking great.
It's about French press time. I'm about to pour this up.
About to pour up that French
I'm about
press.
to pour up this French press.
Hell yeah.
Did you want a sip?
I'll take a sip of the French press.
You can't have a sip.
No. Then you just like Agent Smith morph into The Rock.
2021 cognac barrel French press. God damn. I almost don't want to drink it.
What year was it bottled?
This is a 2021 cognac barrel.
Ooh, you know what?
What's yours? What?
You should, if you're questioning opening that, you should save it for Renfest.
Damn it.
Because I have... Oh, wait.
What? You have what?
I have 3 of them. Go ahead and open that now.
Go ahead and eat this. All right.
Go ahead and eat it now.
Just fucking take a chunk out the bottle. Hell yeah, if you got 3.
What if you could? What if we lived in cartoon land and you could just do ridiculous shit like, you know?
Well, I mean, people can. I'm just not going to. You know, some people... You see videos.
Yeah, but it's not cartoony
shit.
and fun. You know, you can.
It's not cartoony and fun.
Shards of glass in your fucking.
You're like,
mouth.
oh my god, that person just ate glass. What is that person like? Hey, wouldn't it be cool if you could eat a bottle? Somebody's like, oh, watch this, and they just.
Oh, you like this?
Just fucking take a bite into it.
There was that one guy, I remember seeing.
Look at that good stuff right
on
there.
TV back in the
Cognac
day.
barrel, French press.
Wasn't there that dude in Guinness that like ate a bunch of glass?
That looks good. In Guinness?
Yeah,
the
some
Guinness
dude.
World Record?
Some dude. I remember Guinness used to have this TV show.
But they.
I'm pretty sure that
but
dude.
Don't they usually cut out a lot of those because you know it's dangerous? You about to look it up? Cause I was like, I know.
I think yeah.
Somebody was trying to do like a Guinness World Record I saw the other day. They wanted to backflip or dive out of a helicopter into the water and go free diving and like hit the record for free diving.
And then people tried to replicate it at home.
No, but Guinness World Record said no because it was dangerous. And I'm like, well, if that was dangerous, which all he's doing is diving out of a helicopter in the water and just free diving, you know? I don't see how somebody eating glass would be acceptable because that's more deadly than what he was trying to do, the dude free diving. But it looks like, did you find some results?
Not yet.
When you looked up, I thought you had something. Because I know, damn.
Maybe that wasn't on TV, and it was just like a little snippet.
It's just a video you watched on some dark web website?
No, because I remember seeing like something about that. Like, yeah, he kind of looks like Jaws from GoldenEye.
Wow. Here, get a sniff of this. Shit smells good.
Ooh. Mmm. That does smell good.
I think your Scandinavian nose works better than mine.
My Scandinavian
African
nose.
One day when I worked at Dash Mart,
See this guy, he ate like glass and like he ate like
the man with
a
the strangers.
shopping cart. He ate a bunch of like metal and shit.
He revealed he started developing.
Maybe it was on
tolerance for pain
Ripley's?
at the age of 8. It was probably Ripley's. If it was like
But
something
this
like
is
that,
his Guinness showcase, so I don't know if I can't remember where like I initially saw. Maybe I fucking read it in the fucking book.
maybe because I mean Ripley's, believe it or not, that's where they would do something like that. That's where you would see somebody eating glass. I don't even think there'd be a record involved for that. It would just be like, hey, check this out. This dude can eat like.
This dude can eat shopping carts.
He could eat shopping carts? Is that what you said?
Yeah, he ate like.
Was that one? That dude?
Yeah, that guy that I just showed you. He ate like more than glass. Like he ate like a bunch of like shit human beings should not be eating.
How long?
Like
is
he ate like
still
metal
alive?
and stuff.
Is
What do you
that-
think?
that's
What
the-
do you think?
I don't think so.
So he was born. I saw his birthday was like 1950.
Oh, he's never mind. He'd be
don't-
like in the 70s. There's no way. There's no way.
Let's see.
If that dude's still alive, we need what?
He's not alive. When do you think he died?
12 years ago.
12 years ago, which would put us at what?
2012.
2012. No, he died in 06.
Fuck. I was on the, if I would have gone a couple sixes back, I would have had that.
Yeah.
Well, 1-6, I guess. Fuck, dude, I was close.
You were. Yeah, I remember seeing his ass or reading about him somewhere. So I guess, yeah, one out of every... I don't know if anyone's doing that. I figure if somebody was doing that now, the internet would have, like, picked up on that.
What,
So
eating glass?
well, eating a bunch of fucking shit that humans can't properly digest. He's eating metal. Like
I mean, I think if you put in the right keywords in Google,
you'd
well,
find
yeah,
somebody.
I had seen I read this last year actually. It was a man who had intense stomach pain, and they took
But
him.
his stomach was too acidic.
No, he went into the ER and he had eaten like charging cables.
What the fuck?
Yeah, apparently he didn't tell anybody that one. So he went in there, and I think he was eating dirt. No, so yeah, he was eating dirt. He liked eating dirt, and so he decided.
You just chew it and spit it out,
he
bro.
de-
What's wrong with you?
He decided to the best way to try to get rid of wanting to eat dirt was to eat charging cables. I shit you not, I could probably Google this. Let me see.
Probably.
Oh, the shit's not even working. Look at that. Well, I tried to Google it.
I mean, you can still Google it off screen.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be fucking working.
Well,
Here we go. I'm gonna fix this right now. I'm gonna fix this shit.
Technology. If charging cables can't fix this man's craving for dirt, what can it do?
There we go. Fixed it. Let's see. I wouldn't be too surprised if there's multiple stories on this. I should move my phone so I can actually fucking type.
Well, I mean, I swallowed a watch battery one time. I don't know if I
remember you saying something about
shared that story.
It's gonna be a video. I don't want it to be playing.
That was an accident, though. I didn't mean to ingest it.
I'm trying to see the part where they talk about why he did it. He also ate a hair tie.
Ugh.
It remains unclear
A hair
as
tie?
why he just... Jesus Christ. Does that make you gag over there?
Yeah.
What's wrong with hair ties?
Eating them?
Yeah, no, that's true. Okay, I guess he wasn't the one that was eating dirt and tried to eat something else, but he ate a charging cable and that. Look at that, you can see the X-ray where it was.
That makes my insides hurt.
Yeah, it would if you ate it. That's why he went to That's why he was in the goddamn hospital. Don't eat charging cable, people. Yeah, I don't know why people. I mean, what did he say? He's 14, right? He said he's 14 years old.
That's about right, you know.
No, hold on. He was 15.
Oh.
I don't know about you. At 15, I wasn't thinking what things around my house can I eat
that I shouldn't eat.
that I shouldn't.
I mean, I still to this day think about that. I just don't do it. Like, I'm not curious enough to be like, I wonder what would actually happen.
Hey, Eric, you want a boric acid tablet? I hear they're fizzy.
I make jokes, yeah, you know. I want to try it,
Wait,
but
what?
I know what will happen if I do.
Wait, what'd you say?
I was making jokes about that like weeks ago. Eating the.
No, I didn't even hear you. What'd you say?
Huh? I mean, yeah, like I'm curious. Like, what does boric acid taste like?
Oh.
But if you eat it.
I mean, if you got money to go to ER, I got boric acid tablets here. I mean.
Nobody has money to go to the ER.
Yeah. And you know what I found out? They put that shit on my my ones from my health issues like years ago. They're on my like collections or something. Had no idea, seeing as they were supposed to be paid by insurance. Thanks, insurance, for not doing jack shit.
Thanks, insurance. And then we just like shoot a commercial for insurance.
Yeah, Liberty Mutual. No, I'm just kidding. I don't. Is that for old people or
what, Liberty
senior
Mutual?
citizens? I should say.
I think that's just the company.
Is it? Is it insurance or is it? No, it's insurance.
Liberty Mutual?
Liberty Mutual.
That's insurance.
Oh, okay. I just remember it from Wilford Brimley commercials. You know.
Oh, that's Liberty Medical.
Oh.
Not Liberty Mutual, Liberty Medical.
Well.
And that's for people with diabetes.
Yeah, okay, so that's insulin.
Diabetes. I
Have you
think it
seen...
was just testing supplies.
Hmm.
I don't think it was like the actual insulin or anything. I think it was literally just like a packet with those strips and I guess needles.
Funny enough, I should know this. I watched enough YouTube poop videos back in the day of Wilford Brimley's diabetes. And I never knew what it was for. I mean, I knew it was like diabetes stuff. I didn't know if it was testing or insulin or whatever he was doing. But he, Wilford Brimley just sat there and the music comes on and it's like, "Good morning, my name is Wilford Brimley and I have type 2 adult onset diabetes." Yeah, it's just that's what it would turn to the YouTube poop, and it would just go diabetes, diabetes, and then you just start laughing and you don't even know what the fuck Liberty Medical is actually sponsoring because it's just all about diabetes. But
that's what it was all about.
That's what it was all about. I gotta move my chair up a little bit. Shit. I keep sliding down. That's probably because I'm. But now this is just fucking weird. Now I'm sitting like straight up. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Oh, well. Did you? I need to see what the update on this is.
What update?
I did see a story, I guess, a few days ago, a week ago.
What was it about?
I don't know. I have no concept. Disney is apparently. Did you see the dude's?
Oh, the dude's wife
died, and he tried to get like a wrongful death suit, and Disney's trying to have it thrown out of court because he signed the terms of service.
Of Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
That's insane.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, shit, I couldn't imagine signing. I mean, that's why you really got to read. They tell you to read it, and I guess if you don't,
it's like that South Park episode, like Kyle winds up in a human centipede.
Yeah, exactly.
Episode.
And it's funny. Wasn't that a Disney thing too or something? Didn't they put like an iPad on?
Oh, it looks like they reversed course.
It's crazy. You just make fun of all these mega corporations and these almost monopolies. I mean, but the shit that they pull, you can even parody it, and then years later it just kind of comes out and it's kind of truish. It's weird. Like I could see if Steve Jobs was still alive, I see him making a human centipede with an iPad on it. I don't know. It just might happen. Steve Jobs, he was a weird dude.
We've decided to waive our right to arbitration.
Wait, who did?
So now instead of having it blocked because of that, they're just going to allow it to happen, and then they're going to argue that because he signed that waiver. So they're going to let it go to court, and then they're going to be like, well, yeah, you see, he signed this.
That's crazy.
So it seems like they reverse course on blocking it just because of that. So now they're going to let it go to court.
I mean, I don't really know how. I mean, they got money to get out of it. That's for sure.
They've got money to just pay it off.
Hell. Yeah, but who wants to give people money?
People want to give Disney. The reason Disney has all this money is because people keep going to see those shitty fucking MCU movies.
Yeah, but I was meaning when Disney doesn't, they have the money. Do they want to give the money?
See, that's the thing. Is like they either pay him out, either in or out of court. Like they give him some sort of financial compensation, or they just completely duck it entirely and have whatever legal strings get pulled.
That's crazy, man.
What do you think they're gonna do?
What do I think they're gonna do?
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think?
That's a tough one. They're just gonna talk this dude down. They're gonna pay him, but they're not gonna pay him that much. Like I just don't see him getting probably what he thinks he's gonna get. Because I mean, they got lawyers. He signed an agreement that shouldn't have had that in there, but he did it, and there's not much he can really legally do except for, have a jury and kind of hope they side with him. Like, how did she die? On a ride or something? Or
I think it was like a food allergy.
Oh, yeah, the food allergy. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. I remember that. Yeah, and I think they had disclosed that she had an allergy. I only read one article from it, like, some days ago, so I don't care about Disney. I don't even think I've ever been. My mom said we've been once. I guess when I was like, I don't know,
I've never been. I will
5
never
or
go.
something. What?
Said I've never been. I'll probably never go.
Don't you want to go get some Disney dollars and?
No.
Yeah, me neither, really.
I want Pixar to become its own studio again.
That ain't happening.
I know.
So, I mean, dude, it's funny because all these companies nowadays, like, if you look in the world of gaming, you have all these companies that'll like separate from others, or like they'll,
And then other ones acquire, make acquisitions
yeah,
and stuff.
all that shit. But when it comes down to like, but they're like, might be strapped on cash or something, or don't want to pay for the upkeep for those companies. Disney's like we said, they got that money, so they're gonna keep
buying
Pixar and keep buying shit. I mean, yeah, dude, they buy. Like I think I talked about it on the last podcast. Like I got Hulu. I've had it for probably since like 2017ish, bundled with Spotify. Yeah, whenever I forgot my password, I had to reset it. And it was like took me like Disney, and I was like, what the fuck is this? I didn't know Disney owned Hulu. So I have a Disney account technically, I guess.
Yeah, I think because wasn't Hulu owned by Fox? Hulu started from like a network TV company, if I remember correctly.
Well,
Because that's why like Hulu was where like all the shit that aired on like network and basic cable would be like there like the next day. But yeah, Disney's been on a buying spree.
when they're gonna get pinged for being like a monopoly on certain.
In certain regards.
Yeah, because I mean, how much of television studios, how much of that can you buy before it's like, hey, you kind of own too much here? I mean, when in regards to the news, there was always that rule. I forget the name of it. To like so many couldn't be owned by one side or the other side, something like that. Have you heard about that?
Where like the big companies can't buy local affiliates.
I don't know if it was local affiliates. I think it was more like the big, like they can't have. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, the big ones can't buy
big ones.
a certain number. The big ones.
Maybe it was
the big
local
multimedia
affiliates.
spots can't buy like a certain number of local affiliates, I think, or that might have like used to be the rule.
Might have.
But basically, one media company can't have like a monopoly on everything, is what you're saying, right?
Yes. I was trying to. I guess broadcasting. I think it's the old rule.
Scroll down. I'm pretty sure it was like the.
This is more like how you have to act, I guess. Because I think it was
broadcast news rules politics.
I was typing in keywords. Oh, the equal time rule. Maybe that's it. No, that's not it. But that one specifies American radio and television broadcast stations must provide equivalent access to competing political candidates. I haven't seen the word equivalent in so long. I was like, what the fuck is that? And I was like, I was like, yeah. I was like, what? Oh, equivalent. Have you seen that video of the I think it was Kevin Garnett saying equivalent? He didn't know how to say the word, so he like kind of half-asses it and gets through it, kind of.
I don't think I've seen it.
You've never seen that? Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can find that one. That one's funny. I'm just gonna type in basketball.
What?
Equivalent.
Player.
What? No, it's just oh yeah. I think I spelled that right.
I can't see. I'm blind. Q-U-I-V-A-L-E-N-T.
Maybe I gotta type in says equivalent. Oh, here, Kevin Garnett says what? The way he says it is fucking weird. Here we go with the commercials.
We back with the straight talk wildest wheel. Hey Larry, go ahead, spin it and see what we got, see what we come up with. Uh-oh, okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Might have a... See, I never know where it's going to go. Okay, here we go. Kind of like naming NFL equivalent for each NBA player.
You heard that? You heard that, right?
Do that again?
Yeah, exactly. Do that again.
I never know where it's going to go. Okay, here we go. Kind of like naming NFL equivalent for each NBA player. Let me see this.
Right? But did you hear it the way he said
Yeah.
it? What do you think about that? It's like he says it right, but he flies through it. It's weird. It's like he says everything at a certain pace, and he gets to equivalent. He's like, equivalent. Like I guess he was like scared he was gonna mess it up, that or he was just used to saying equivalent really fucking quick for no reason. Do you need to hear it again, Eric?
Nah.
I was like, all right. But yeah, that's.
Does someone what? Why does he say what? Does
What?
somebody tell him how to say the word, or does he?
No, that's just how he says it.
Well, no. Like, why? It says Kevin Garnett. Oh, okay. I thought somebody said something, and then he's like, "What?"
No? Question mark?
Well, I get what the video is now. I thought it was like Kevin Garnett says what?
Oh, no, yeah, it's just talking about the way he says equivalent. There's nothing. There's no other conspiracy in the video. It's just.
No other conspiracy.
Yeah, there's no other conspiracies. Put it on that so it stops going back and forth on me. But yeah, I thought that was a funny way of saying equivalent because, yeah, he just glosses over it, you know? Which NBA player, blah, blah,
I
blah.
would say try to like sneak that off in conversation, but then somebody might think you're having a stroke.
Wait, what?
I said like if you could like sneak that one in through conversation, like, but you'd have to like really work around trying to use the word equivalent,
What?
and then whenever you did bullshit it through like that, somebody might think something's wrong.
I mean, I would. Whenever I heard him say it like that, I was like, does he
Did you
not know
sneeze?
the word? Or, yeah, right? Did you?
Bless you.
Just go around equivalent. It's like, what? Yeah, that's an interesting video, though. Just, I saw that some years ago, and I was like, that is a weird way to say that word.
What else has been going on in the world?
It's a good question. I mean, there's a lot of things, but I don't.
Presidential candidates rallying.
Oh yeah. Apparently, I haven't watched the video, but Biden gave a heartfelt goodbye to
To the nation.
I guess to the nation. I think he also, about passing the torch to Kamala. So that was interesting. You think how well do you think she's gonna do in this presidential race?
I don't know.
That's a good question. I mean, that's a good answer.
I gotta say, it's hard to tell anymore.
Yeah, we're in a really
Because you've got like a bunch of people that are basically treating it as like a fucking sports team.
that's politics
crazy.
nowadays. Honestly, that's always been politics, but nowadays it's a bit weirder.
It's the extreme of it now, though. It's slowly but surely been devolving into that over the last 50, 60 years. But then again, politics has just become, pocket liners. And
Yeah, we need to bring back duels. We need to bring back duels
duels.
and people getting beat up in Congress and stuff like that. Like them all fighting each other. Like that one dude with the did with the cane. I forget his name. Years, you know what I'm talking about?
Didn't Ben Franklin smack people with his cane a lot?
I wasn't Ben Franklin. I don't think it was some other dude. And
How old
he
is
actually
this?
like
Is this
this
like
is old. This is like 1800s.
Like Wigs
I
and
think.
Quills Day?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think maybe after a little bit, but I have to look that up myself because what's funny and sad is that if you hear both parts of it, it's like, damn, that's crazy. But when you hear about why the dude that got beat up was actually a pretty decent dude. The guy that beat him up just didn't like what he was talking about, so he beat him with his cane. I think he was like partially deaf and he had all these ailments and stuff after that. And so I was like, damn, that's sad. But the kick-ass part is that people gifted him another cane and it said hit him again on the cane. And I was like, that's pretty funny, though. I'd have to look it up. Let me see. It's been a while since I've learned about him. Senator Charles Sumner of Massachusetts is best remembered for his role in a dramatic and infamous event. I said that like equivalent in his Senate history. What has been known as the caning of Sumner. Just days earlier, Sumner delivered a fiery speech titled "The Crime Against Kansas." So yeah, he railed against the institution of slavery. So like what he was talking about, it made sense to talk about it, but people, who's the dude who like hit him?
But Charles, we want slaves.
Oh, here we go. Where to go? Where to go?
He looks like he'd hit somebody.
That it has to do with hit somebody. Brutally attacked Massachusetts Senator Charles Sumner. He does look like somebody would hit somebody. Let's see here.
But Charles, this is mad talk. Who else will do the work if we don't?
Yeah, when Sumner looked up and saw Brooks raise his arm, he moved as if to rise, but Brooks struck him on the top of the head with the small end of the cane, causing an outpouring of blood that blinded Sumner. Brooks then struck Sumner again and again on his head and face with the heavy end of the cane. His legs were pinned under the desk. After a dozen blows to the head, his eyes blinded with blood, he roared and made a desperate effort to rise. Apparently his legs were trapped. I skipped over that part, by the way.
That dude really likes slavery.
Yeah.
To beat hey man, I don't think we should have slaves, man. That sounds kind of dumb. And then he gets like the shit beat out of him with a cane.
Yeah, Brooks' cane snapped, but he continued to strike the center with a splintered piece. That's crazy, dude. Let me see, Preston.
Poor Charles Sumner.
I know, right? He was trying to help.
Hey guys, maybe we shouldn't do that.
But I think that's what we need back. You know, we need fear. We need our politicians to actually fear each other instead of just yelling at each other.
But I guess
I don't have to actually have a picture of the new cane.
What if they did that for like stupid ideas instead of good ones? Because that dude got his ass kicked for having a good idea. Hey man, maybe.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Maybe slavery fucking sucks, dude. Sounds pretty bad to do these things to other human beings.
That'd be an interesting painting to have right there.
Yeah, that would totally be at some dude's house.
You know it.
That's got the fucking Confederate flag.
Yeah, it would be. I want to see if they have like a picture of the cane. If it.
What if they keep it?
Like yeah, you know sometimes. Oh, they do. I guess that's the cane. Well, it sounds like we gotta take a field trip to go read.
Oh my god. This cane was used to keep the idea of slavery.
Oh, this is a good picture right here.
Burning and churning.
Look at that. That was kind of way over there.
See.
Yeah. It's like, oh shit. That's terrifying.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, that's terrifying. Man. Imagine if you looked up and there was a dude just coming at you with a cane overhead and you're like, oh shit.
Especially after being like, yo, slavery's bullshit. What you say, boy?
Yeah. Oh my god. But they had balls back then to say something like that, you know. They really had to get that point across.
Yeah, because you knew everybody, everyone else there was like, yeah, man, good thing that dude Cane Charlie.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All the other guys wanted to do it, but they didn't. And like that's the one dude that's like, hey man.
Dude, it's like I don't like what you're saying. And had his cane already overhead.
Surrounded by a bunch of people.
He's walking over there perfectly in stride. He didn't even need the cane to walk. He just carries around to beat people, apparently. Man. But yeah, I think that is what we need from with our politics. We need to bring back duels and
bring back duels.
Yeah, man. Come on, Andrew Jackson did how many duels?
I don't think that's the guy that you want to use as any sort of good example.
No, he's not a good example.
At all.
he
American Hitler.
He had to settle his differences, and he would just be like, "Let's duel."
What if instead of duels, you just made him like wrap hands and fist it out, like not bare knuckle fights, but.
Well, to be fair, the
just
more I
hand wrap
think about
fights.
this, the more I have to realize that our
What if you made them wrestle?
our politicians, a lot of them are really old. I think the duel would be easier for them, but
I don't know, man.
The bare-fisted,
that's a lot of weight for them to pick up and try and aim.
True, but
especially if they're shooting from the hip.
Do you really want to watch? Like,
I don't want to watch some old person get a lucky fucking shot on somebody that actually has, like, ideals and things.
Well, I was gonna go with the punching part. Like, do you really want to watch like Bernie Sanders people, like they're that age, like start?
But see, like, are you fighting for position?
I mean, you could
like,
be.
Is that
I
how,
guess, yeah.
like, instead of voting,
I was just gonna
like,
say,
if you just call them out, be like, hey, like, how many times do they get called out? Like, what if they defend themselves, like, on a Friday, and somebody's like, man, I'm calling you out now, like, couple days rest.
I mean, yeah, if you prepare, why not? Why not? Well,
our politicians have to be of sound body and mind to fight at any day.
Like, yeah,
with no rest.
Let them know, like, it's a planned fight. Couple days on from now, we'll meet. Let's set up a ring inside. I don't know.
What allows a fight to take place?
I don't know. You'd probably have to announce some grievances towards the other party.
And is it like if it's a fight for position, then as busted it is, the system that we have in place is no longer like needed. So is it just like kick their ass because they're like making dumb? Like, is it like does everyone vote like, hey man, this dude's fucking up, and then like everyone votes to have them fight, and then we vote on like a champion to go fight for the people? Like everyone collectively chooses like to have the motherfucker fight, and then we vote on somebody to go fight them.
I think that would work, actually. But I think the greatest thing about this is that it would probably serve as a deterrent.
To even want to serve, like, hey man, I better not fuck up.
Yeah, it's because a lot of people get in and then they kind of don't really champion the people. Yeah, exactly. So if there's a threat of getting your ass kicked legally because you're not
for
doing
not
your
doing
job,
anything, or for being a fuck up, and
or for being a fuck up, then I think
abusing your power.
I think that should absolutely be put into place. Because I mean, yeah, we don't need to punish the people that are trying to do their job. We need to punish the people who we think aren't effectively doing their job. So
So do we do with like an ass kicking sort of fight thing, or do we do something where it's like a game show competition, and then the loser, whether it be the challenger or the person in power, do they get like publicly humiliated for a loss? Like, you got to do something.
I mean, we could set it up.
What if we tarred and feathered them?
Oh, like just to humiliate them? I mean,
well, yeah, like.
Yeah, we could. That's bringing it back right there.
That's bringing it way back.
I was gonna say like, hey, nobody really watches C-SPAN, but we could like set up a match on C-SPAN. Yeah, right. I think that would work.
You think that would work?
I think that would get more people to actually like, after this, we'll have the
everyone's
debate.
voting for whether or not we send someone to fight the president. And does the president get to choose a fighter for them?
Oh, so you're saying they send in like
one of their agents, or like they get to choose somebody to fight? Like, do they get a representative in the fight, or is it the holder of power fights themselves?
I was thinking the holder of power fights.
I feel like that should, but I mean that's kind of how like any sort of conflict.
Because at that, like I said, that's like the deterrent for not fucking up and not doing your job. You possibly could.
You think that's public humiliation enough?
Yeah, absolutely.
What if instead of a fight, it's like those slap fights that they got going?
They start slap boxing.
It's just like a power. It's like
the
power slap.
Yeah. When they just okay. That would be.
Now, do they get to slap back, or is it just we send somebody to slap the shit out of the leader?
Imagine voting. You don't like somebody in office, so instead of trying to vote them out, you vote for them to get slapped.
You just vote for them to get slapped.
And I mean, how many? You have to get a certain amount of votes.
What if like that's instead of like an every 4-year thing? That's like their yearly checkup. It's like every year that they're like they get 4 years to serve, as president.
Oh, I got a good one, and it goes off their
win-loss
ratings.
record?
Their no, what's that one rating? The
What?
approval ratings.
Their approval poll
Their approval,
rating.
yeah, it goes off their
determines-
approval ratings. If it gets below a certain number,
Then we
the
send
people-
somebody up to slap them.
I was gonna say the people get the vote. Like if if it was like no, it's just a one-time thing. He's all right.
That
or if
should
it
go
was
for like all levels though, like senators,
Yeah, that's absolutely what I'm going for.
representatives.
I would pay to see Ted Cruz get slapped. Absolutely. Man,
You're fucking
probably
up,
Greg
Theodore.
Abbott.
We're gonna send some big meaty swole dude.
Big meaty swole dude. We elect.
Do we all collectively agree on one person that's either man or woman, or is it like women get to send somebody and then like men get to send
Well,
somebody?
I was thinking we'd.
So they have like a man and a woman that just like
Well, I don't think we need to separate it by sex. So I think we could just vote on one person that we think can get the job done to slap some sense into whoever's in office. I think that's the best way. I feel like I could run for office right now. Yeah, I think I'd do a pretty good job.
I'm gonna implement
Yeah.
a system where if me or anyone who comes after me starts fucking up,
You, the people, will have a chance to vote. Now, hear me out. This isn't the normal voting procedure. This voting procedure will ensure that the incumbent gets slapped if he starts doing a horrible job, me included, just for transparency.
just for trans.
I think, yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
You think that would work?
I think I gave a good speech right there.
Dude, that should be next time there's like elections up. That'll be your platform, and you can run against me and my platform of putting LSD in the water supply.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah, let's do that. Let's January 6th. Let's do
Oh
this
my
skit.
God, let's.
We'll go break into the and
Just both of us.
yeah, just both of us
We'll
standing
just
at
storm the
podiums.
Capitol as a two-man group.
I think it'll work.
Going with metal helmet masks on, like Army of Two.
Oh yeah, we could. If
But we have business suits
if we
and
do
Uncle
that-
Sam hats on.
we do that, dude, we can get in easy.
I don't think we'd get in.
I didn't think most of those people would get in. All we got to do is rally people to the cause. I mean, there's plenty of
I
idiots
don't
out
think
there.
we're gonna rally. I don't want idiots.
That's what we need. We need an army of idiots.
No, we need an army of not idiots so we can help convince the idiots.
We'll work on that after, but first we need the idiots. We need the manpower and the muscle. We don't need the brain muscle. We need
We need
brute
body
force.
muscles, not mind muscles.
We need numbers. There's plenty of idiots out there trying to convince smart people to to help us with this. Wouldn't work unless.
Hey
they just
man,
have a
I
good
want to
sense
put
of humor.
LSD in the water supply. What's that do? Well, you know how you think black people aren't humans and all this other ignorant shit? It's going to make you not think like that. Oh, why would I want to do that?
Well,
I don't think that's going to fucking work, man.
Don't tell them that last part. Just tell them that.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna make you really think like that.
It's gonna stop the frogs from being turned.
It's
gay.
going to stop the frogs from being gay.
After they just look at you confused, and you just gotta be like, "Look, I didn't really think this through. Are you with me or not?"
And then he's just like staring at his hands in a corner because I gave him LSD.
Comes back. You know what? I'll fight for you, son. That was some good shit.
Go back to his house. All of his racist memorabilia is just in the trash can. It worked!
Eric is curing, I guess, curing racism by putting LSD in the water.
You fix the world by putting LSD in the water.
Then I'm gonna be sitting home watching TV after I lost the election
And
race.
then the TV's gonna come off the wall, and you're like, what? That's right, Jordan. I won the race, and I got you too.
Hell, man, I'm on well water. Fuck that. The whole world's gone crazy. I'm just sitting out here on my land, just enjoying myself. Like, yeah. And going back out there, I tried to
snuck
tell
onto
them.
your land, and I put LSD in the
Now they
wall.
can't even slap them. They voted for me. They could have slapped me if I fucked up. Maybe one of my policy changes. Maybe I would have put you on my cabinet.
You
Maybe.
come back, it's like, what? What's going on? Like, oh, as soon as he got power, he completely dismantled the government.
And see, if I would have been elected, you could have had a chance to slap whoever might have done that.
He got rid of it, and now it doesn't exist. It's like just like a barren wasteland.
Great. Now we're gonna live in Fallout times, but no nukes even landed. Everything's just
it's
gone
just
to
LSD
shit.
in the water.
It's fucking people taking psycho and running all over the place. That'd be crazy.
But there's gardens and trees everywhere. No Walmart.
Well, that's what they're gonna think because of all that LSD they're on. Meanwhile, everything's actually burning and in ruin around them.
Not the case.
I mean, I can't say for sure because there's a lot
because we don't know yet.
There's a lot of variables and possibilities there where if you give the whole population LSD, I'm not sure what everybody might do, but I could tell you. I don't
Yeah,
think
it probably wouldn't work out. It'd be really fun to see, though.
I mean, if you dissolve
but
the
you're
government,
not giving them, like, a lot. It's not like you put barrels of LSD and have everybody trip their fucking minds off. It's like a microdose. You just put a little bit in.
Yeah, but see, you give them that microdose, right? So you say this, so many parts of this are in this amount of water.
Yeah.
What if somebody just drinks a shit ton of water? They're like, instead of taking a glass and they microdose, and they're like, holy shit, I really like this. And next thing you know, they've taken like 6 to 8 glasses of water.
Well, then you just make sure that the amount that you're putting in is like very low dose.
All right, well, see, now you're turning back into the government. Now you got to regulate how much LSD is delivered to the people.
Well, that's like, well, I mean, if that's the case, then yeah, we're just going to dump a bunch of fucking barrels in.
It's like, which one
because
do you
the idea isn't to just, like, do that. It's to, just give everybody a little bit.
Okay, so is this continuous or a one-time thing?
No, it goes in the water permanently.
Okay, that's what I was
But
thinking.
it's like a small amount.
I don't know, man. A small amount. How much? I mean, of course you can think of how much a small amount be for like a city. I mean, I'm no expert here on LSD. I don't know how much you'd have to take or you usually take or what. But like you put a small amount in a small town's drinking supplies, their water supplies. I mean, you might do something. But Houston, small amount.
No,
That's
Houston,
a lot of LSD.
you can just do the barrels.
So wait, hold on. How would you distribute the barrels?
What do you mean? No, you just dump barrels of it in the water supply. Like,
Yeah, but you got to dump a shit ton of LSD in the water.
Yeah.
All right, never mind. That's.
We're gonna send Houston to space.
That'd be crazy. Take LSD, next thing you know, the fucking downtown's blasting off. Houston, we have a problem. Oh, wait, they're already gone. They can't hear me.
I suppose you'd have to run that as a proposition first. I got cotton mouth. Let me get a sip of that.
I got Topo Chicos.
Ooh, can I get one of those?
Yeah.
It's warmed up a bit.
It
feels like it has.
Yeah, it wasn't really, it didn't really stay cold. I mean, don't mind that it's actually supposed to be 91 in here, but...
That's terrific bass.
It is 112 real feel outside right now, so I think we're doing all right for being in the garage. Or else I would definitely be like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Man, in like 5 years, going outside will like disintegrate you.
Wait, what? In 5 years, we'll be going outside and disintegrating?
Yeah. Not literally, but,
Shit, we might. Who knows? Nobody knows what's going to happen in 5 years. Maybe some aliens come along and build a giant magnifying glass
and then just, you know what? We're just jump-starting you guys to the realm that you're already going to.
You think if aliens found us, they'd help us?
No.
I don't know why I asked you. I figured you were going to say that.
Why would they?
I don't know, because I don't have a good reason why they would help us. You think they might help me?
I would hope so. In whatever way that you want to
too.
be helped, I would hope that the aliens would.
I don't know how I would want to be helped by the aliens, but like if I.
What if you had to get probed?
Nah, I'm good.
Like, we'll help you, Jordan.
Well, like, hold on.
We're about to build a giant magnifying glass and torch this motherfucker like you guys do to ants when you're children, We're going to do that. We're asking each an individual human being on Earth
Now, if the probing was, say, taking a needle.
No, there's like, what if it's old school, stereotypical aliens are shoving something up your ass probing?
Yeah, I don't want that. I'll have to pass. I'd rather be burnt alive than have something, up my ass. It's just not.
What if it wasn't like cartoonishly huge? What if it was just like a little like, beginner-sized butt plug, and they just like up there, it's in there for like
I don't even know what a
10 seconds.
beginner-sized butt plug looks like. How big is that?
Not very big,
What's the?
It's about maybe some of them, I guess, about this size. Maybe.
Oh, an eye drop bottle. I mean, that's not bad though.
Maybe about this shape too. But there's like like a little, it's like a cylinder though, so it's not like flat like this.
Oh well.
It'd be like a cylindrical.
Oh, so it's the bottom part that's the size of the beginner, right? Not the top, but the bottom of the.
Yeah, because that like where like the end of the bulb is. There's like all sorts of different sizes and lengths.
Yeah, I'm still gonna have to pass, I guess. I don't know. I was like, an eye drop bottle, that's not bad, but it's still.
I could get this into prison.
I mean, you probably could. You'd have to ask who really needs eye drops that bad, though.
Well, it's not the eye drops that are in there; it's other substances. It's
Oh
other
yeah,
stuff.
you're right. They wouldn't just. I mean, shit. If I was in prison,
Dude, you actually got this through, and it's just fucking clear eyes. What the fuck is wrong with you?
But, hear me out.
I have bad allergies, man.
Right.
My eyes get dry.
It's just.
This is a lifesaver.
This is all these
pink eye.
gangbangers. All these gangbangers and shit, and this guy's like, guys, seriously, I get real bad dry eye. I needed fucking eye drops. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yo,
What's
my
wrong?
man J-Dog's got dry eyes in the summer. Sneak in that clear eyes.
Everybody's thinking you got like some acid through or something, whatever the fuck, and it's just clear.
It's
eyes.
just fucking clear eyes.
What if you pull a fast one and you actually sent super glue in?
Oh, fuck. My eye! My eye!
Then you got to explain to the officers in prison what happened. The prison guards, like, what's wrong with your eye? Hey, I can't. It's shut for some reason. Well, why is it shut? I don't know. I just woke up and it was like this. It's like, you sure you don't have any sort of contraband around here? Contraband? Why would you drink? Think that. Well, it looks like you super glued your eyes shut. Think you might have tried to get some eye drops in, and somebody swapped it out with super glue. I just said, plot twist. It's the prison guards that actually did that. They knew you had eye drops coming in, so they swapped it out with super glue.
They got the magician on the
just-
lineup to just swap them out.
Shit, yeah, they were like, this dude thinks he's getting eye drops in. No, he's getting super
Literally
glue.
finds out it's super glue.
Yeah, they just peel off the sticker and put another sticker on it.
Prison guards that let people sneak contraband in, but they swap it out.
I mean, I think that would be pretty funny. That sounds like an interesting premise for a show. Yeah, J-Dog thinks he's getting eye drops because he's been having this real bad...
We let him roll with the eye
allergies
drops
and
for a
red
couple
eye.
of months.
Right? Yeah.
Now that he's re-upping,
You let it
he
slip
swapped
through.
it with super glue.
You let it slip through a couple times. And what the fuck was that?
Your
On my phone. Didn't know it was on my lap. You let it slip through a couple times, and then you were like, all right, third time, we're sending super glue through. We got him.
You want them to think that they've got control. Then you swap their eye drops for super glue.
But what they do that fucking when they caught Osama or killed Osama or Bin Laden, yeah, Osama Bin Laden. I was like, is that the same person? They just walk into
They're the same person.
break room. Yeah, I was like, I don't know why I said it like that. It goes two different people. They walk in a break room and they just go, ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him.
It's just some dude being wheeled down the hallway. His eyes are glued shut. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
That'd be oh man, there's so many like funny they're not funny phrases, but like the whole "ladies and gentlemen, we got him" isn't meant to be funny, but when you put it in different scenarios, it's pretty funny. But it's
When you get absurdist with it, it
yeah, when you get
becomes funny.
absurdist with this, like if you just pulled a prank on somebody and just walk back, ladies and gentlemen, it's like something they would pull on Jackass, you know.
We got him.
Steve-O walks into a portable and you just turn around and go, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And then the portable
Just
explodes.
launches off.
Yeah, or launches off or something. That's see, it's funny how you could take those phrases and put them in different things like that. For at one note, or one situation, it's all serious, and then in the second one, it's just all comedical, because the way you use
Comedical.
it. Comedical. Did I say that word right?
Comedic.
Comedic. Isn't there a comedical? No.
I don't believe so.
You
Because
don't
it would be
believe in much.
comedic in nature,
It.
or
You're
it would
right.
be a comedic event.
You're right. Comedic is the word. But now I'm gonna Google comedical and see if it's a real word, anyways. You ready for this? Great.
Are
Open
you
my
using
phone.
your phone instead of your computer?
Yeah, because I'm just searching a word. It's a business.
Comedical.
There's comedically. What's another word for comedical? Well, what the fuck? So it is a word. Comical. Comical.
That's the word you were looking for, was comical.
Comical. I said comedical. What the fuck is wrong with me?
You combined comedic and comical.
Yeah. Oh,
You
well,
made
then
a new word.
Oh, okay. So there's no comedical, but there's the huh. That's interesting. But they have comedically, comical, and comedic.
Comedically? Yeah.
This is bullshit. My whole life's been a lie.
Well, you made a new word.
I did. I feel proud about myself. And
Congratulations, Lewis Carroll.
I gotta write a book about it.
A
I don't know what
comedical book.
Like, yeah, a comedical book. A co-medical book.
Oh my fucking god. The comedical co-medical book. And then you just have a bunch of stupid, silly advice about. I guess you could do. What if you did like a humorous take on medical advice, and then you did like a medical take on comedic advice?
I think I would have enough material for 2 chapters of that book, and it would only have to be 20 pages, maybe at best. I think I can do that.
What?
Yeah.
2 chapters, 20, so 10 pages a chapter?
Yeah. That's a lot of pages per
If you did that as like a children's book that children could read and I guess somewhat understand, or like a young, or you could do it in that style.
I mean,
and
it's a
then,
shits
and then
and
you could use
giggles
like
book.
swear words and because there's like that.
Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, the go the fuck to sleep.
Yeah. No, I'm just assuming that if I wrote a stupid book like that, I would only want to have it. Like, I couldn't.
It'd be like a pamphlet instead of like a book.
Yeah, somewhat.
Like a
I
brochure.
just couldn't see myself taking the time to put that much effort into something I don't really care about.
But you could care about it and make it funny.
Yeah, but I don't right now. So that's what I'm basing it off of. It's like, could I do it? Yes, but it's not something I'd want to pursue. And if I did do it, and I don't want to pursue it, I just wouldn't do much with it. I'd try, but only to a point, to where it was kind of like, it's something I could publish. People might buy it for a couple of bucks because they don't know what the fuck's going on with it. Hell, they might just read in Barnes and Nobles and put it down. I'm fine with that too. At least I did something with it, I guess. I fucking tried, man. I fucking tried.
Well,
Where's your book at?
still in the works.
What the fuck? What is your book?
I'm making a collection of poetry and illustrations.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Well, fuck, I feel lame now. I don't have shit. You weren't supposed to have a book, man. So when is this? You got?
I've been working on that for like the last 5 or 6 years.
I feel like you've told me
And
about this.
I've had a comic book like. I haven't worked on it in like years, but I've got remnants and blueprints of this comic book that I was planning like a decade ago.
But you're still working on it, just slowly, every now and then.
And when I get an idea for it, or if I feel like doing something for it, I'll go back to it. It's just, a side. It's on the very back burner. It's on the burner that's not even on right now.
Well, you know, that burner's always good for holding random things. I think everybody does that with their stoves. They put random shit on their not on the electric ones, but on the gas ones. You know, because you know when the gas ones are on, the electric ones, you just put some covering that shit. Next thing you know, it might be on fire. Who knows?
It might be on fire.
It might spontaneously combust because that shit gets hot. Have you I don't know what I was gonna say right there actually.
Have you I don't know what I was gonna say.
I had a question, but then I was like,
well, it looks like you could definitely run for office.
Oh, yeah. At this day and age, absolutely. Get up there and like start having.
Now that I'm here, I forgot what I was gonna do.
I'm gonna go to sleep now. That or I just end up like Mitch McConnell, where I just I just stand there. I swear, did they say he had a stroke, or did they just kind of?
I don't know. I do not know.
I remember watching that video because never in my life, as long as that dude's been in office, I have never listened to him. I had no idea his voice was that deep. Like, I was like, holy shit, this dude looks like he sounds like a 12th grader, and he sounds like he's got this deep, gruff voice. And I was taken back, man. I was like, whoa. Taken aback, really, not taken back. That, it's crazy, he sounds like that. But he probably used to smoke a lot of cigarettes. That's probably what it is. I mean, how old is Mitch McConnell? Like in the 70s, 80s, almost 80?
I think he's in his 80s.
Yeah, that dude's old. Holy shit.
He's been serving for quite some time.
And he walks up there looking like a French bulldog. And he just has his deep ass where he's like, we need to do things in Parliament that are not Parliament.
He's a human turtle hybrid.
I could see that.
Years and years ago, back when Stephen Colbert was doing the report on Comedy Central, he did this little bit on Mitch McConnell, and that's what he said. Something about McConnell pretending to do something, and it was like, oh, and I'll stop pretending that Mitch McConnell isn't a human turtle hybrid. And he, like, that's all I've ever been able to think of.
What you reminded me when you...
Every time I see him, that's all I think of.
You said like years ago, and it reminded me of this video. I think I've showed it to you, or you've seen it already. The one where the dude's trying to do like a spoken word verse with his book. I'm pretty sure you've had this scene. It's pretty old. And he's like, years ago they tried to put me in the... And he just keeps bobbing his head, and he doesn't say shit. And he's like, oh, this is live, isn't it? Have you seen that?
I don't think so.
Ho, ho, ho.
It's not ringing a bell.
Look at the big TV. It's Preston Brooks. It's just... I feel bad for this dude, but he did it himself. I'm trying to find a decent one. This might be it.
Marsha Pope is a rapper turned spoken word artist. Please welcome Marsha to the show. Good morning.
That's
Doing
not too
well.
bad.
So tell me why the change from rapping to spoken word?
This is so cringe.
Basically the same thing. You know, I deal with words for the Bible. It says in the Bible, first there was word in the book of Genesis. And so we live our lives based on that book.
Remember, author, poet, rapper.
The Bible.
So you're going to do a spoken word for us now, right?
Right.
And tell us what we're about to hear.
It's just a freestyle.
Okay.
I'm just going to think it up as I go.
Freestyle. Well, let me sit back. Go ahead, Marshall.
Okay. Years ago, they tried to put me in the... this is live.
Damn.
Oh, they stopped it. Somebody put this stupid shit on there. But right at that part, she goes, do you want to read something from your book? And he goes, yeah, immediately, because he fucked up. Yeah,
Damn, they should have put that at the end of that.
Me and Chris make fun of that every now and then. We just go, years ago they tried to, and then we just don't say anything because that's how it goes.
Years ago they tried to
Put me in the, and then he just like shakes his head. Years ago they tried to put me in there. And that part where he looks after, oh, this is live. And she goes, yeah. And he just kind of sits there. I'm like, man, I couldn't imagine being live on TV and just failing at freestyling, especially when you put author, poet, rapper in your thing. And, you know, poet and rapper go together. You should at least have the skills of freestyle. Eric, where's your freestyle at? You said you got poetry. Where's your freestyle?
I don't freestyle.
Oh, you don't? I don't.
I write poetry.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you sit in the art room and you start freestyling over at the house, and
You
then
think
you're just
that's
like, yeah, that sounds good. Let me write that down. And then next thing you know, you got your own 8 Mile movie.
Oh my fucking god.
Whatever road in Alvin, Texas, that's what you're gonna call it or something. What's a big road in Alvin? Let's call it that.
Gordon, I guess.
Gordon Street. The Gordon Street freestyle. There you go. Hell yeah. Then you could put Axel and Michael on it too.
Ha!
Put it straight out of Balvin or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't do that. Man, it's not what I do.
Axel might, he might freestyle. I don't know.
He might.
If he was on Discord, I'd join right now and be like, Axel, you freestyle? Just to see what he would say.
Give me your 16 right now.
Give me what?
You're 16.
16? 16 bars?
Yeah.
Shit.
Isn't that pretty sure that's what, rappers got to have their 16 on them to just spit whatever.
I don't.
Isn't that the
I never
premise
knew
of
that. Because I know, freestyles usually start with people having like a tidbit of what to do and then go make
Well,
some
yeah, I guess
shit
if
up.
you're freestyling rapping, but I guess just like in general, if you're gonna spit shit, I think usually you want to have your 16 in your back pocket.
See, I'm not a rapper, so you see no more than me though, Mr. Poet,
Mr. Poet
author over here. I know you got 16 bars hiding around now. You're like, oh, this is how you actually start this stuff off. You gotta have it in your pocket. You just don't have it in your pocket right now. It's okay.
I don't think anyone literally has it in their pocket. That's a metaphor.
I know, but I was just making fun of that. But you could also randomly
Just rehearse it. Just write 16 down and just leave it in my pocket. Rehearse it.
Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, if somebody actually did do that, that'd be pretty funny. They run into a fucking rap battle and they just pull out their 16 bars.
I've got this.
I'm ready. I thought you were throwing the bag at the camera and then you were gonna do something.
Oh no, I was.
Cause you're like, oh, I've got this, and you threw the bag right at it and almost blocked it. And I was like, what's he about to do?
Deuce out the roof.
Deuce out the roof. Can't go wrong with Deuce out the roof. That's a good song. No, we haven't made up a movie this time yet.
Oh, we haven't talked about my new shitty superpower that I came up with.
Oh, I don't even think that's a shitty one. When you texted that to me, I was coming from, I think, Texas City, so I parked at the house and read that. I was like, that's not even a bad superpower. That's a shitty superpower. I think that's actually pretty decent. I like the Yakety Sax, the Benny Hill theme song. But I could also see why at points it might get annoying. But it makes sense to speed up time to that.
Oh yeah, that's what I was looking at. What
you
it
were
was.
trying to figure out, looking at your notes.
I forgot what it was. Speeding up time while playing the Benny Hill theme song.
Dude, that's pretty good though. Imagine you're in the Flash universe, and I guess you come in contact with the Speed Force or however it works in that, right?
You just speed up time with.
But for some reason, you have to use Yakety Sax. Yeah. So every time you go, no, okay. So what? What about every time you use the Speed Force? You don't have to play it. Yeah, you don't have to.
Happens.
It just happens. So you're all serious. You're trying to save some lives and shit.
And as you're running people out of a building.
Yeah. As you're trying to save lives, burning building or something, 10 stories and shit. You're zooming out of the building, and it's like, things can get kind of morbid. You don't know, people possibly already burned or something like that. But it's just, it's still Yakety Sax playing
Who the
in
fuck
the back.
Is this? It's just running in and out of a burning building.
And the funny thing is that as a regular person, you don't even see what's happening, but you hear it around you.
You just
the whole time he's doing it.
okay. That's not much of a drawback.
What?
That's kind of just like a goofy superpower then.
That's what I was
I
saying.
guess
Whenever
you're
you
right.
told me,
That's
I was
not-
like,
that's
I
not
don't think
that
it's bad. Yeah, I like Yakety Sax. That's a really good song actually when they put it together. I would totally rescue people while Yakety Sax was playing.
You would just find excuses to save people. Get all the old folks out of the old folks' home and put them at the crosswalk.
Yeah, I would just find excuses to run. Honestly, I mean, because like how many, depending on how fast you are in that whole Flash universe.
Is it just like a quick?
Yeah,
like nobody even really hears it. It's just you hearing it.
They just get like a little horn sound. Because depending on how fast.
Well, then that would kind of go along with the flight powers in Lenny Kravitz, because then while you have that power, it's up to you how often you use it. Because if you're going to be the only one hearing it, then I guess at some point it would get on your nerves.
Yeah, but on that one we said he had to play the song. But I guess
Yeah.
that Yakety Sax, was that
If
how it started?
Well, yeah, like when you play the Benny Hill theme song, time speeds up. Like not just for you. It's not like you have flash powers, and you use them when it's playing. It's like it plays and time just speeds up.
Okay, at that point, I mean, I still wouldn't mind it. I mean, what is it, like 3-minute song maybe? If I just gotta listen when I'm trying to speed up time. I mean, how much time goes by while I'm listening to this 4-minute song, though? That's the question.
That I don't. I mean, I guess if it's your power, you would choose how quickly it would pass.
Well, I feel like if it's a shitty one.
Or is it like the song plays in its entirety, so you have to listen to all, like 3.5, 4 minutes of it, and then time speeds up by. I feel like if it was any significant amount, it would actually not be that bad of a power. So you listen to the Benny Hill theme song, and time speeds up by 30 seconds. Then it's a shitty superpower.
That would definitely be a shitty superpower.
Then you spend.
That wouldn't even make fucking
4
sense
minutes.
at that point. Unless you were just trying to get away from something that you really didn't want to be in.
I don't, man. You know what? This will only take about 30 seconds. I could listen to 4 minutes of Yakety Sax to get by this.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean.
Well, then it's a shitty superpower, and I have succeeded. In my objective.
At that point, you completely.
So it doesn't speed up time at any significant amount. It speeds it up by 4 minutes. Listening to Yakety Sax.
You just get to get away from.
You just get to get away from whatever and listen to Benny Hill.
I think it could still work as a decent superpower. Of course,
okay, no, so it speeds it up by 30 seconds. We're back to shitty superpower.
Yeah, that's definitely 4 minutes or 3 to 4 minutes.
Then it's even worse. Then it's even worse than my Lenny Kravitz idea.
Yeah, I don't think, because when we talked about the Lenny Kravitz idea, we were just talking about the fly away part. So you just have to listen to the fly away
spot
part
of the song.
And that's like a couple seconds, just on repeat if you want to fly. Nobody. I don't see anybody wanting to do that.
I wouldn't mind it. If it's a guaranteed way to get, like, if nobody else has flight, or if nobody else has flight without some sort of, like, annoying drawback.
So but you just keep hearing fly away,
when I need to fly,
away, something like that.
Yeah, when I need to fly.
Fuck.
Or like I said, you could just drag it out.
Fly, chopped and screwed. Chop and screw, fly away, and just listen to that. I mean, I wouldn't do it. You can have your flight powers if you want. I'll take the Yakety Sax. I'm fine with 30.
Well, while you're stuck in 30 seconds of passing, like you'll just be standing there, like I'll look at my watch, be like, oh, 30 seconds has passed. I know what Jordan's doing. And you come back to reality, like, why didn't you want to listen to anything that I had to say? And then I fly away.
Yakety
and
Sax.
you just hear Lenny Kravitz blasting out his boombox.
That'd be so stupid. And if other people could hear that, they'd be like, what the fuck is happening around
Oh,
here?
but he's flying.
Somebody's flying away. Lenny Kravitz and Benny Hill just started.
How many other dumbass? We need, like, what, 5 stupid superpowers, and we can have, like, a stupid power.
Justice League.
Yeah, like a stupid power.
Do we even save people? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we'd have to. You ever watch that movie Mystery Men?
No.
Oh man.
Why do people keep asking me if I've seen movies? I don't know.
Yeah, I should fucking learn by now that 90% of the time the answer is gonna be no.
Have you seen that movie Red Heat?
Oh my god. It's not as good as Mystery Men. But Mystery Men's like a ragtag group of heroes that have like just off the wall dumb powers.
Well, like what?
Like Kel Mitchell from Kenan and Kel. He's in it. His power is that he can turn completely invisible, but he has to be naked. This one chick has a bowling ball that has her father's skull in it, and it's like a sentient bowling ball.
Oh, you know what? I actually saw a clip of that.
Hank Azaria.
I saw that clip of that. Was Ben Stiller's in it?
Ben Stiller, yeah. I think I'm pretty sure he directed it too. I think that's like the first movie he directed.
I saw a clip of that. Like last week, where they were all chilling, and she came up, and they're like, "Oh, you can't hang out with us." And she's like, "Oh yeah," and she pulls out the bowling ball.
Yeah, it's a good movie. You should watch it.
And
it's fucking awesome.
I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, no, I saw that clip of that actually. And I was
we gotta
wondering what that was.
We gotta get like what, 3 or 4 more shitty superpowers.
Didn't we have another one? I know we had the Lenny Kravitz, and then you made up the Benny Hill. I thought that was
the other one that I thought of wasn't that shitty though.
What was that one?
I can't remember.
Oh.
Did I text it to you, or were we talking about it?
I think we talked about it.
Well, yeah.
It was probably when we were making, I think, the Lenny Kravitz one. I think we came up with both of them at the same time. I don't remember, though. Whoopsie.
We'll have to think
Gotta
some
grab
more
another beer now, though.
shitty superpowers.
You good on your topo?
Yeah. I forgot to grab a fucking mandarin before I left. Probably because the last one. Man, I ate one yesterday. I ate 2 of them like yesterday when I was working on that piece. And they were like sour and good. And then I ate one last night. And it was like super weak in flavors, all watered down. It was sweet. I want sour citrus.
Cracked open my beer, and I'm not pissing over here.
Oh, I thought you were. Oh, yeah, it definitely looks like it, though.
Yeah, it does.
The noise.
Like it too.
I looked over and saw that, and then when you said you weren't pissing, I looked down, and it definitely looks like you're pissing.
It's the Miller High Life. I cracked it open, and it has a lot of,
Suds.
I was just gonna say foam, but can
Suds
you use
works.
suds for beer? Like that doesn't.
Oh,
make
look!
sense.
It looks like the champagne of beers.
It is a champagne of beers, sir.
I'll take your word. Champagne tastes like piss, but
look at it, champagne of beers. Does he even say that on it nowadays? I think it does.
I think isn't that?
Yeah, down here at the bottom.
Because that's a MGD, right? It's not a, or is it a High Life?
It's High Life.
Oh, okay.
The only Millers I drink are High Life, son.
High Life.
Because I don't like Miller Lite. I don't drink light beers. What they got, that Miller 64? That's a lighter beer.
The Mr. Leroy.
Yeah, Leroy liked them. I don't even know what other Millers they have.
MGD, Miller Genuine Draft.
Do they still do genuine draft?
I don't know. I mean, that's what Mom drank very seldomly.
Someone had told me
that's
that
like the only beer I think I've ever seen her drink.
Someone had told me
outside
that they
of Shiner.
Stopped doing it. Yeah, Shiner's just shit though. But yeah, somebody told me they just stopped making MGD. I don't know.
Maybe.
Don't drink Miller like that. I only drink the High Lives, and I only had to have these because I got them for free. So can't go wrong with free Millers.
Don't drink any of that.
Well, you stick
I
to
think
your...
Shiner was like the only like. Oh, and Samuel Adams. Every once in a while, I get some Sam Adams.
Samuel Jackson, you mean?
Bitch.
It's still funny how you got Celeste with that. She actually went to go look for it. She couldn't find it.
That will only work on newbies behind the bar.
Wait, who?
Newbies. New people behind the bar.
Well, they might just... We could tell them to play along. Like, if we go to the bar first and be like, hey, we're about to send this person over here.
To get a Samuel Jackson.
Get a Samuel Jackson. Just play along. And then, I mean, if it's cash, she'll do it. Shit, we could do it today.
We should try that at...
Because...
Some random... We should go to a bar downtown or something. We're not going to trick anybody with that.
Yeah, downtown, probably. Shit, do they even know what a Samuel Jackson is?
Depends on how many movies they watch.
Haven't they seen his movies? This show always gets me. A shark ate me. A fucking shark ate me. And it's like...
It's like right in their face.
Can you please stop yelling in my ear? No, I can't stop yelling, because that's the way I talk. That shit's funny. How's the Mary Jane you picked up from some random dude?
Good.
That's good.
I gotta say.
Well, you started coughing when we first started recording. I was like, uh-oh.
And gotta say, I'm still pretty baked.
Damn.
So yeah, that guy's got a new customer.
That's pretty cool though. But that like how you said that story. That was that's how you get new customers. Giving out free samples. I know plenty of times going to grocery stores, you see
That's
those
what
samples.
they did in Half Baked.
I still haven't seen that movie either.
Oh, god damn it.
I actually because I never
I figured you've seen it. You've seen Chappelle's Show.
Well, yeah, I never found a good copy of it. At the time when I tried to look for it, there wasn't a good nobody has it, and then I've never tried to pirate it, I think, so.
Yeah, they just stapled a bunch of like dime bags to business cards and just fucking hand them out.
Yeah, it's fucking almost genius until you give it to the wrong person.
I'm pretty sure that's how like the nefarious drug dealers, like the people that deal like crack and meth, the first one's free.
Yeah,
Then you get repeat customers.
I had some dude try to give me some cocaine once.
Can I have one crack, please?
And I was like, he's just trying to get me to be a customer. And I was like, I don't do drugs, sir. No, I just said no thanks. I appreciate it, though, because it's really nice when somebody... Well, some people offer you drugs as an adult. It's actually very nice of them.
It is a very nice gesture, but that's kind of like... That's just coke.
Well, yeah, well, shit. It's not... It's still like a, a potent drug to a point, but it's not like... Yeah, it's not anything crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to offer you their crack or their heroin. Hey, man, you want some heroin?
I would hope not. Shit. I'd be like, nah, man, that's all you. You go ahead. I appreciate that one, though. Like, it's as a kid, they're like, don't do drugs and don't take drugs from strangers. And as an adult, it's like
I never get drugs from strangers.
And nowadays, you got people like, hey, man, you smoke? Here, take a sample. Here's my number. You walk in the restroom. Just you're taking a piss at the urinal. Hey man,
you hear the guy take a key bump.
Yeah, you want a bump?
Looks over the little urinal divider with one out on the spoon for you. Hey man, you want a bump of this?
Yeah, dude, that's real shit. That's how they do it. And it's like, damn, dude, this is crazy. People are so nice with their drugs at times. I appreciate that, but I don't do drugs. So, except I drink, but that's not a drug.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is, but it's Miller High Life. It's just champagne of beers. Be happy.
It's a champagne of beers.
Yeah, you gotta be happy with it, See, it tastes just like bread. I like bread. What was that?
Wouldn't say that. I mean, there's definitely a bread-like hint or influence to it. But I'd rather just eat bread.
What kind of bread?
Oof.
You seem like you eat a lot of bread.
If I'm just eating bread, I like pita bread a lot. Pita bread's probably my favorite.
Pita bread?
Pita, man.
Why pita bread?
Dip that shit in some hummus.
Yeah, now you lost me. I mean, pita bread, I've had it a couple times. It's all right. I've actually had hummus.
And some hummus.
I've actually had hummus
Game over
the last couple of years. I've had a few things of like red pepper hummus and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, this actually isn't bad.
Roasted red pepper hummus.
Yeah,
is
roasted
like
red.
The de
that's what it was.
facto, like, that's probably my favorite.
That's the one I've had, and I was like, this is actually pretty good.
I've had some spinach and artichoke hummus. I've had dessert hummus, but nah, that shit's lame.
Dessert hummus?
Yeah, it's like chocolate hummus.
What the
Yeah.
That sounds terrible.
I mean, you can put it on pita bread. It's not bad on pita bread, but it's for like dipping like strawberries
I just
and other like
don't.
pretzels, desserty stuff.
I don't want. I don't want dessert
Spinach
hummus.
and artichoke hummus is good. I've had like garlic olive oil one that's like really really garlicky and shit's good.
So you wait. So you're
Black bean
a
hummus
hummus
is good.
connoisseur, kind of.
I like hummus, man. This shit's fucking good.
What? So what is? You said that
It's,
the red pepper is your
garbanzo
go-to.
beans or chickpeas, just like mashed up.
But so like, what is the best hummus you've had? Like, where were you at when you had this hummus? Like, what?
I've been all sorts of places and had hummus.
But like the best one you've had and where?
Wow, I forgot the name of it. This
Damn.
Greek Mediterranean spot that I went to in Austin years and years ago. I'll have to look it up. I can't remember the name of it. I only went there like once, but they had really good fucking hummus.
You know, places will get you like that. You go there once, you're like, damn, I got to come back here sooner or later because this shit was good. And then you don't go. It's a shame, but it happens.
It happens.
Especially when it's in another town, city. Because, what'd you say it was?
That was when I lived in Austin.
Yeah, so 2.5 hour drive to go get some hummus? Fuck that. Well, you know, you might
I
want
mean,
to.
I would say some drives like that are worth it.
Since you go get some
Shit, when I lived in Austin, I think I drove up here like a weekend. Or I came down for a weekend, rather. I took the bus. And I came to see some friends, but mainly I wanted to go to Kenny and Ziggy's. It's this deli over by the Galleria. It's like in the Galleria area. Oof. They got these fucking eclairs, bro. They're like this fucking long and like
Damn.
this big around. They have a really good Monte Cristo. That place is worth a 2-hour drive.
You know, I think... Oh, fuck, I gotta check the invite, because I got a wedding to go to somewhere up there. And I always forget about these. I know, like, around what time it is. I just don't remember what day it is. I gotta look at my invite so I know.
When you say up there, do you mean the Galleria area or
No,
Austin?
no. I thought we were talking about, like, San Antonio, Austin, something like that.
Oh, you gotta drive out there for a wedding?
Hell yeah. One of my friends from high school is getting married. He sent me an invite, and I RSVP'd. And then I opened the wedding invite months later, and I saw it had an RSVP thing in it.
Yeah, I'll go to this.
Well, because, you know,
I wonder
like,
where that wedding's at. Well, I should probably see.
yeah, I mean, that's me, though. Like, even with Jason and Krista's wedding, once I had the invite online and I got the actual, like, you know, they do the mail thing, I don't even think I opened that one. Because I was like, oh, this is nice to have. I don't want to open this. And then I just... But the other one, I was like, fuck, did I get invited? I think they did, like, a website, like Evite or something like that, where you can put together things and send out invites to everybody. My stepmom uses it a lot. But so I was like, fuck, what was the website? I know I RSVP'd. I told her I was going. But then I was like, what day was it? And so I had to open up the invite. And then it had like a RSVP form and all this other information. I was like, shit, do I need to do this too? I mean, they know I'm coming, I believe. I mean, I'm pretty sure she told him. I'm sure he told her. I don't fucking know, man. They organize the weddings. I just reply to invites and say, yeah, I'll be there. I can't wait to see this holy matrimony.
I can't wait to see this holy matrimony.
You know, shit. I mean, I enjoy going to weddings, especially when they got open bars, because I just get to hang out and drink and listen to people. Like, talk about the guy getting married, the groom or the bride. You just listen to people say good things about them, and you're like, oh yeah. If you're not in the wedding. When I was at Chris's wedding, I told you this before. Everybody, they went down the line sharing good stories and being happy for Chris. I didn't know you had to do this shit as a best man. I didn't prepare shit. So when
yeah, you told me that story.
Yeah, when they handed me the mic, at first I refused it. His dad handed me the mic, and I was like, nah, I'm good. And then he was like, you sure? And I was like, yeah, I'm sure. And he was like, come on. And then all my friends, like Wesley and Jose and them, They're like, speech, 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 speech. So then I was like, all right. And then I just told that speech.
Now, see, if you had your 16, you'd have been prepared for the mic.
Shit, you got me there. If you brought fucking great callback on that one. I didn't bring my 16. I should have reached in my back pocket and started fucking rapping.
Back pocket.
Reached my back pocket. I prepared a few bars actually.
I prepared a few bars actually.
Start going off on a freestyle. It's just like years ago they tried to put me in the nah, I didn't just fuck up. Nah, Chris said he loved it. That would be a weird start to a 16-bar freestyle at a wedding. Years ago, they tried to put me in the.
And you just wait a couple of minutes.
Yeah, just awkward pause. Just have the whole crowd thinking I'm about to keep going, and then just hand the mic away. Damn, that'd be shit. I don't want to do that at a wedding, but I do want to do that at a wedding. It's a 50-50. Cause like you get up there, you got to say something nice about whoever you're behind, but at the same time making a joke like that where most people wouldn't get it and then think I'm just kind of fucking up. It's like it would go over people's heads, and even if it didn't go over their heads, or they had a sense of humor, would they even think it's funny? I don't know. It's a good question. It's a hard choice to either be funny or just bomb terribly because nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about.
What if you purposefully bombed and made it like?
Well, I think that's definitely an option, but people don't usually see that route. You can purposely bomb and still be funny. But like remember that dude? I think was it your birthday when we were at 86 and that one dude went up? Yeah, I think it was.
Oh yeah, that dude that did the stand up.
The dude that did the stand up at JB's thing, and
yeah.
It was like fucking terrible. I cringed at that. Usually, if I hear a bad joke, I'm like, I see where they were going. They tried. It's okay, but that
good effort.
That was, good effort.
That dude bombed.
That dude bombed. It was like, I think there was silence. It's like somebody got shot up there. It was just silence, and it was like, oof, this is bad.
That one was kind of rough.
And I remember I had been drinking. I was quite inebriated at that point, and usually I wouldn't have paid attention to something like that, but just...
Usually I would have paid attention to something like that.
That was just bad. I felt so bad for that dude. Terrible. I wish we had that recorded. Just, that's a lesson to some people. Like I I've been hanging out with some comedians. I've been out hanging out with comedians before. And I've seen sets that don't go well, but the jokes are still good. It's just the people don't really laugh. They don't really take to it. But I'm like, oh, that was actually a good one. Like, you gotta... Sometimes jokes, the more you know, the better it is to understand. And a lot of people nowadays don't really have a broad, general knowledge of things. So it flies over their heads pretty easily. But I remember I talked to this dude after his set. I was hanging out with all the comedians and shit before the bar closed. And he was like, yeah, man, the set didn't really go as well as I thought your set was pretty good. I think a lot of people just were kind of like taken aback. Like they didn't know whether they should laugh or be like, oh, like what? And then this other guy, Gary, you haven't met him. He was the reason I was up there. He did a good set, but he told his joke like he was firing off. This dude was rapid firing his jokes. And I was like, dude, no, your set was still good. You went really fast, like you were nervous or something. But he always posts on Facebook that he's doing comedy shows or hosting something. I need to go to one of his shows pretty soon. Because he's a funny dude. And I used to talk to him a lot when I went to After Hours. But I haven't been up there since the last time we went. And that was just like a Daniel was like, you want to go back to Two Wheels? I was like, no, but okay.
No, but okay.
Pretty much because we were there earlier. We were there like 7 p.m.-ish? 8 p.m.-ish? I don't know. We went to like so many bars that day. Because we had gone to... I think we started off by going to...
We just went day drinking?
Yeah, because he hit me up. He wanted to go because he just got back into town. couple days prior. And so I think we went to what's that one bar down the street that I've taken you to a couple times? The one that it's a tower, Franklin's Tower. Went to Franklin's Tower, and then we went down to Two Wheels, I think. After Two Wheels, we went over to 86. After 86, we went back to Two Wheels. And after that, I went home. But I think I'm missing a spot there. I don't know. It's been a minute. What are you getting down with over there?
I'm just checking in on this game I was playing on the Switch.
Another one of those work time fun type games?
No, this one's called The Longing. It's about a shade who is like stuck deep underground, and there's like this king of like the planet, I guess. And it's just this king in the shade, and the king goes to sleep for 400 days.
Fuck.
And you have like, it's just the little shade dude just like walks everywhere. And there's like little things you can do to like decorate his little house, which is like a hole in a cave. And like you do that and it can like speed up the time, but like the premise of the game is that you just like wander around these caves.
Wait, is that the one that actually takes like a year?
Takes 400 days, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've seen
Unless
that.
you get like the thing, like there's, I think I had him draw like a couple of pictures, and then whenever he's hanging out in his house, it speeds up. Like every second, I think, is actually like 3 seconds or something. It skips it by. But yeah, there's like shit you can put in there to speed up the time, so it's not like actually 400 days, but you can just wander around the little cave system for 400 days.
Yeah, I watched a video on that maybe about 3 years back, I think. It was an interesting game because he actually took that amount of days. I didn't know it was 400, but I thought it was like
pretty cool little concept.
65. Yeah, it is a cool concept. Because I think it was originally a PC game, and you're playing on Switch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so. Well, let me know how that goes. How many days are you in?
I think I have like 380 something days. Only like 10 or 11 days in, I think.
Well, good luck with that, sir, because that sounds like it might take a minute.
It's kind of like a Tamagotchi with a story or a premise. Because you can just like send him off to like walk somewhere in the cave, and when he gets there, he just hangs out, and then you can send him off and then just like turn the game off, and he keeps like going there.
Yeah, that's what I saw in the video I watched. I didn't watch. I think I watched like a whole.
And like you're walking around and he talks to himself, and I found like a little spider in some part of the cave that I guess is like his friend, or I guess he makes it his friend.
Yeah, you just keep building random shit that you want, right? That you can decorate your room of the cave, whatever.
Yeah. I found all the colors, so I pretty much just made him make pictures so far. He has this little instrument that you piece together. I found all these pieces to this instrument, and it's like a little rinky-dink makeshift saxophone.
That's pretty cool.
And he can sit there and play his little sax. It's a pretty cool little game.
I'll just have to agree with you there, because I've only seen it. It looked alright. It takes a while to play, but it looks interesting at the same time, kind of-ish. What time did you want to hit Barney's? Because I know...
What time is it now? It is
6:06.
6:06.
Practice starts at 7.
I can practice for an hour before the free practice.
Yeah, it wouldn't be expensive. What?
So I guess we can head out.
Alright. Well, fuck.
What time? Well, how long have we been recording? Like an hour and a half?
An hour 48. We're almost at 2.
I guess we could talk about something, nothing for the next 15 minutes.
That's up to you. I mean, I still got this beer to finish. I'm not about to chug it right as soon as we stop recording.
Chug it.
Fuck that. I told you that story about Chris. I've told you this, yeah, actually.
You chugged beer and it didn't sit.
The Miller High Life.
And it just came back.
It was back when we used to like go to Wesley's like every
I think you told me
other
that.
day. Yeah, I told you.
Yeah.
And we would drink, I don't know, we'd get like fucking 3 to 4 packs of Miller High Life. And one day there was a Miller High Life, I guess, that fell loose in my truck. It had been sitting there for, I don't know, probably a week or so. And this was like summer when we worked at Q1. The truck didn't have AC. Well, it had AC. The vacuum hose wasn't hooked up, so I never used it. And so I remember we got to work, and we're getting our vests out the back, and he finds this Miller High Life, like just kind of like hidden under some of the stuff I had in the back. It's really just a vest. There wasn't shit back there, probably a whiskey bottle or something like that. But so he grabs it, and we're already walking. Oh well, I'm already walking. And he goes, "Hey, look what I found." I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "I found this Miller High Life in the back." He's like, "You dare me to chug it?" I was like, "I'm not gonna dare you to do that, dude. It's hot as fuck, probably." He's like, "All right, I'm gonna do it." He chugged that fucking Miller High Life, and as soon as he finished that bottle, because he used to chug. This dude finish a beer. He would take beer bongs in like less than 2 seconds. He used to chug some shit. But he chugged that Miller High Life, dude. As soon as he got done, he walked behind the truck, and he heard from him just throwing it all up on the pavement. It was like, oh, God. Told him, I don't care. He shouldn't have done it, but fuck. And that's the day I learned never drink 110-degree beer.
And that's the day I learned. It sounds like a bad idea.
It was a terrible idea. I don't know why he did it. I guess he just felt like it, Cause it's a Miller High Life. We would go and drink before, well, not before, but usually on break, and then we would drink, of course, after work. We
Can't let that go to waste, Jordan.
could have put it in the fucking fridge. Is all I'm saying.
Could have.
But it was a fun learning experience for him, and I got to see what happens if you try to chug a 100-and-something degree beer. It doesn't go down well, and you should never do it. But if you ever do, just be prepared to throw up. This beer. Grew up on this beer, man. It takes me back. Gives me memories. In fact, I think I'll chug it right now. No, I'm just kidding. I've never been a beer chugger. I'm terrible at it. I once tried to do a beer pong, and I stopped like fucking one gulp in. But I was doing it with like a Mike's Hard Strawberry Margarita. Those things were fucking delicious. I haven't seen them in like 9 years. I guess it was a seasonal thing. But Chris kept wanting me to do a beer bong. I think we were drinking like Mickey's and shit back then. Pick up a 6-pack of Mickey's and go to the crawfish shack. We'd just drink that and eat crawfish. But I remember at the house, I think I had some Mike's Strawberry Margarita somehow. And this dude said, "Here, you should try." I think he's got a recording of it on Snapchat still. And I was like, all right. I'm doing it with this. So I did it with a strawberry margarita. I didn't even drink that margarita. I dropped that shit on the ground. One gulp, and I was like, dude, how the fuck do you chug when it's coming at you like this? Gravity fed and shit? Like a whole 12 ounces of beer? Like, I got some respect from them frat boys that do that shit, but that ain't for me. It's crazy. I couldn't imagine. Like, dude, you go to, like, I've never been to, like, I've been to a frat party, but, like, it's like, what the fuck's wrong with these people, Don't want to do that again. But those people just learn and chug. And then you got to think, these are the people that operate on you later on in life. What do you think about that? It's a good question, ain't it? The guys that were getting slammed and sleeping in bushes. Later on, they're like surgeons at these hospitals. Next time you go,
Get slammed and sleeping in bushes.
Someone's about to operate on you. Be like, so what was your college life like? And see what they tell you. See if somebody.
I bet, like, those motherfuckers have like the greatest fucking stories about that shit.
I'm pretty sure. Hell, Josh is he's in school and he works on people's he breaks up I think last time he told me he breaks up kidney stones with lasers and shit. And I was like, dude, all the stuff Josh has done in life, I'm like, I'd be scared if this dude, if I had a kidney stone or something and it was bad, I was sitting on a table and Josh walked in, I'd be like, oh fuck no. I mean, he studied a profession. He should be good at it. But knowing this dude for many years, high school, middle school, I'd be like, dude, get the fuck away from my dick. It's crazy. I mean, it's a little scary to me, not crazy. I'm sure he would do a good job. I'm just also scared. Could you imagine one of your friends coming in to operate on you? And knowing what they've possibly done in the past?
I mean, if I needed an operation, I would not mind if Josh gave me an operation.
Well, you don't know Josh like I know Josh. Man, it's crazy. He's almost killed me multiple times with his driving.
So you don't think he has steady hands?
I mean, I couldn't say he doesn't have
so Josh,
steady
I don't know
hands.
if I want you operating on me. I know how you drive.
I mean, that's actually a pretty good indicator. I know how you handle life choices, serious life choices. I've been there. This is a serious life choice for me right now. It's not that bad of a thing to get done.
Yeah, but if it's his career and you're his friend, you're in good hands.
No, I don't.
I wouldn't mind Josh operating on me.
I could assume I'm in good hands. Doesn't mean I am in good hands.
I trust Josh enough.
Yeah, I mean, his driving's gotten better, too. So last time I rode with him like a year or so ago.
His driving has gotten better.
It wasn't that bad. So I was like, you know what? I think I need to start trusting this man drive. I mean,
I guess Josh has been playing Operation.
Hey.
The board game.
Operation.
To hone his skills.
What was that? Surgeon Simulator where you have to use
Man, that game's so fucking funny.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun game. Fuck, I was about to say something else and I completely forgot it again.
Something about Josh improving his driving skills and that somehow correlating to how good he is at practicing medicine.
Well, I wouldn't say correlating at how good he is at practicing medicine. I'd say his improved driving skills might give me faith in his medicine practice. But I couldn't say I was making a joke I could see how it might correlate at a point. The life decisions, that's what it was. The life decisions correlated. I mean, I don't know. I've seen him do some other funny things. Wouldn't say stupid, but I'm pretty sure, man, you got to pass classes. You got to go to school. How many people actually pass and then fuck up after? That's the question. How many people succeed and then fail somehow? That should
succeed and then fail, or fail and then succeed?
Well, no. So you succeed. No, so you succeed. You get through school, and then you completely fuck up everything that you learned.
I guess that depends on the life choices that somebody makes.
Their career lifestyle choices?
Their career lifestyle choices. Oh, my God.
Just going to start talking about Jake Gyllenhaal again?
Yeah, you never know. Somebody could get, involved in drugs, or something could happen to them physically that doesn't allow them to continue. Or if they are able to continue, maybe they incur or encounter something that fucks with them. You never know.
Oh, definitely. When you think about more of this stuff, there's definitely different ways it can go. There's always variables in life.
I guess we'll know just how bad it's gotten when we have to start putting thermometers in our ear or our mouth or up our butt.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Oh, yeah, you've never seen Idiocracy, have you?
I was like, but that's like the old school method, right? Pretty much.
Well, yeah.
When you were a kid.
Watch the movie Idiocracy, then you'll get it.
Oh, I've seen Idiocracy.
Remember whenever they go and, the doctors are all,
they're all idiots?
They just got to push buttons on a screen?
Yeah.
I guess we'll know how many people succeeded and then failed once we no longer have... When we have the touchpad doctors, we'll know.
Yeah,
if it gets to that point. You never know.
That would be pretty interesting to see. But, we already got... there was a machine I saw... about 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago.
The WebMD machine?
The what?
The WebMD machine?
No, not the WebMD machine. It was a man performing surgery with a robot, but he was controlling it. And so what the robot was doing was actually performing some microsurgery on the guy. So something human hands couldn't do, but they could guide the robot to operate, you know. So I think it was like some really small stitching and stuff. Probably that you really wouldn't be able to see. But so the guy was operating using a screen and looking at it and controlling it. I don't know exactly what it was. Joysticks, you know, buttons and shit like that. And he was actually making these robot arms stitch this guy up with, and it was really incredible. I don't know if I could find that on YouTube, because I think I remember seeing it on like Facebook or something. Let me see. Years ago they tried to. Oh yeah, something like this. Listen. It's not this.
Oh, the surgical tool is cutting a little grape.
Yeah, grape, but now you gotta.
I think I've seen this before.
Yeah, so they're surgically. There was one where they did stitches with this type of stuff, and I thought that was crazy. But just kind of looking at it, I guess, and seeing like kind of that. Oh, that's when they finish it. But they really get through the whole grape without harming it. And yeah, so he's over here controlling this machine. So it's got it zoom and everything. So he's holding it down while peeling it.
I've got faith in Josh that he could do that.
Okay,
Josh
well,
has
hold
got
on.
me. Josh has got me.
On this level, I do not have that faith. I definitely don't. You know, to blast some kidney stones, I have faith in him to, accomplish that job. And whatever else he learns, I have some faith. But if I walked in and he was doing that, I'd be like, oh, fuck. He's about to just, like, stab me with the robot somehow.
Josh has got me. Josh has got me.
Yes, yeah, you keep doing that. You keep cheering. I hope he succeeds, and I hope he stabs you somehow.
Josh, now that you can do surgery with robotics, you want to just go in and play around with my organs? I don't know if I have anything that needs to be done.
He's going to give you a camera
Just
feed so you can watch.
Simulator, just...
Yeah. Shit flying everywhere. Ripping out ribs and shit. Let's see here. Shit old rollies. Our NBA draft is on Sunday.
Your NFL draft?
Yeah, NFL draft, my bad. NBA comes later.
I was going to say, isn't the season almost over?
Season hasn't started yet. Right? Yeah, NBA.
Oh, I guess it's just been highlights that I've been seeing on the TV.
Yeah, you've probably seen highlights. You've seen the Olympics.
Games. Yeah, I know I saw the Olympics.
NBA hasn't started yet, though.
I know the WNBA is on.
Yeah, they're about to
I guess every other time it's just been like highlights and replays. Because I'm like, oh.
Yeah, they got to keep people wanting something. Otherwise, what are they going to watch?
Yeah, I said that the other day. I think the Astros were off. So, Steve always likes to have like the Astros game on when they're playing. But there's like nothing on like sports realm other than just like, I guess, replays, and then ESPN's doing the Ocho shit.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, the Astros are off today. Don't they know they have peasants to entertain?
Do they know? Yes. Will they entertain them? Possibly.
Possibly.
I couldn't tell you. I don't really watch any sports right now. You know, my sports time from like 2017, like 2019. That's when I watched a lot of sports. Honestly, when COVID hit, I just stopped watching sports. Mainly because nobody knew what the fuck they wanted to do. They're like, well, let's make a bubble and put all the NBA players in it. I was like, why? Like, seriously, these guys, all they have to do is just get in their cars and drive to the stadium like usual. Wear their masks, if anything. I mean, I think people kind of blew COVID a lot out of proportion with stuff like that. But, of course,
And then
nobody
you
really
stopped
knows.
watching. You're like, you know what? Fuck this bubble nonsense.
Honestly, because it was just, it didn't.
Didn't seem as
Nobody,
exciting.
even after it, people were kind of debating if the bubble season, how legit it was. Like, if it was like, okay, it was really good, if the championship really matters, because it's different than everything else. I mean, I don't know. There's been other times where there's like swine flu, bird flus, and shit running around, and nobody says, let's put everybody in a fucking bubble. But for this, they were like, let's put a bubble. What was it at? I think in like Disneyland or something, Disney World. I'm probably wrong on that. But to get everybody, all the teams, and have them just live in hotels on site, so you don't get COVID. But then they get penalized when they actually try to go out in the real world, because who wants to stay in a fucking bubble? Nobody, I would think, unless you have to.
You play ball to entertain people. You are not allowed to be a human.
Pretty much, that's how it was. But so I didn't watch the NBA. I don't think the NFL really played. I can't remember. Didn't see any Astros. Didn't pay attention to that either. So after that, I just kind of dropped off of sports. I mean, I've been to Astros games. I've been to Rockets games since then.
Just don't follow it.
Yeah, I love my home teams, but I just don't care to really follow it anymore. Only time I follow is if I got to join like a fantasy league and I got to know who's doing what.
I've been playing fantasy for the last like 9 years, and I still don't follow it.
Well, fuck, man. I don't know. I just get news on my phone.
I draft based off of people's names and their hair. And I've somehow won the championship.
If their names and their hair?
Their names or their hair, yeah. If someone's got a name that I think is cool, if I see a name I like, if their little profile picture, if I like their hair, I'll be like, yeah.
That's a crazy way. And you win?
Sometimes.
All right, I was thinking it was going to be like a higher percentage than sometimes.
I've won the championship twice, and I was predicted to be the last person to ever win a championship if I won one at all. Because I play with people that they play in like 3 or 4 different leagues, most of them for money. Like, I'm kind of just there to either steal a win or give somebody a win.
Yep.
But I somehow do pretty well.
I do
Last
remember.
season, I pretty much just picked all the Dolphins up. I think my team had like 6 or 7 different Dolphins players.
How did that go after Tua got injured?
Not as good, but
Didn't you still win?
I still won.
Damn, that's crazy. Maybe I should do that.
You got to break convention. Just have fun.
But y'all play with like
Just
2 QBs at a time.
Yeah, we play with. It's the dumbest thing.
Never mind.
I fucking hate it.
Because like you pretty much had a backup already. You probably had a backup for one of your.
And see, that's what
Two would go
sucks is
down.
like, I played in a 1 QB league one time with somebody, like years ago, just to see what it was like. One of my other friends was like, doing a league, and I was like, oh, let me. And I basically had like the same team in each league. There was like a few, like maybe 3 or 4 players that were different. And with the 1 QB, it adds more, like it added like a different level of strategy. Because like every fucking week in my main, like the league that I've been in, it's just like two players are always starting. So like the people that like really know what's fucking going on will get 2 like really good fucking QBs and then just like run shit, and it's like, that's lame. I have no power here.
I'm just gonna stick to my 1 QB rules. Like, I mean, we played like the regular shit. Didn't you also do like the one that's like you have to actually choose everybody on the team?
No, that's for defense and special teams. I mean, you.
Oh, okay. I thought somebody told me they did that. I thought, or maybe we talked about it one time. I don't remember.
There's like the individual defensive player one, where you play like regular fantasy, but then you have like a separate
For
Well, it's
your
not
defensive
separate, but
team.
you have like additional slots on the roster to draft people.
That's what I was
and
thinking
that's
of right
where
there.
you pick everybody on defense instead of just grouping the defense together.
Yeah, I'll just stick to my
But
regular fantasy rules.
That'd be for like people that really, really like the super numbers
super
nerds.
into know everybody on every football team.
Yeah, that's like baseball crazy right there. Just numbers and numbers and numbers.
Yeah, because with baseball, you actually have to pick up people, like, and they play different positions, too. So you have to, like, figure out the best, I guess, average between multiple positions and try to choose that person. Yeah, I wouldn't do baseball fantasy. I'll do
Last year,
basketball, and I'll do football.
I have so much stupid, silly fun. I think it was either last year or the year before. Somehow, one of the years, I think I got the #1 overall draft pick. So when we did the draft, I drafted Josh Gordon, who at the time had not even been playing because he just got kicked out for weed. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take Josh Gordon, and so I took Josh Gordon with the first overall pick.
How'd that go?
I did very bad that year, but I had fun taking Josh Gordon first overall because I said I was gonna do it. I was like, I'm gonna take my man Josh Gordon,
And
I fucking lost big time. I think I maybe won 3 or 4 games that year.
then everything went downhill from that. That's a shame.
That's whatever.
Well, we can get ready now because I know
It's already 6:40 something. Oh,
6:29,
6:30.
sir. 6:30, whatever the fuck you want to say. And then we can get up there and get some extra shoot. Oh, I'll probably shoot a bit. I still don't know if I'm gonna play.
You should.
I just like sitting at the bar and drinking. It's fun.
Shooting pool is fun.
Depending on who's up. Yeah, it's fun, but it's a tournament. I don't feel like doing that shit.
That's how you get better.
True. But I'm also not that good at 9-ball.
You just got to realize when you're running out of steam and then play for the leave and leave your opponent some shit. I kept trying to do that dumb shit that I was doing for the last couple of weeks, where I was just comboing and carrying into the 9. I was just trying to cheese my way to victory every time.
Hell, try it again.
And then because then I changed my mindset and I was like, all right, I gotta really shoot. And it's no, that's not how I play. I was I need to just stick to my game and play how I play.
That's what happened. You changed it up when you shouldn't have, and it wasn't natural. But hell, we'll go ahead and get moving. So this has been episode 34.
34
of the Whiskey and Root Beer podcast.
You gotta cut in a picture of Nolan Ryan and Earl Campbell at the start.
I mean, I could. Should I?
Yeah, and then Hakeem, he was 34.
You want me to put all these people that played 34?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. We're getting out of
Okay,
here.
we'll just do Nolan Ryan and Earl Campbell.
I'm not doing that. I might.